I think we've all been struggling with this as an industry, right? Especially everyone who was fully in-house brick and mortar like me, that is now basically fully work from home. Still trying to figure this out. So here's kind of how my evolution of this has happened, and maybe this will help you. So I prefer, well, let me just say this first. 95% of all of our agents are work from home. The only agents that are now in the office are those that prefer to be in the office, maybe don't have great internet, just want to get away, right? And have a place that's quiet that they can work. From the supervisor standpoint, I wanted all of my middle management to be in the office and to almost get rid of one of my contact centers and almost create like a mission control, right? Where, there's TVs on the wall and, all that middle manager, all those supervisors are in one area. And I think I've caved a little bit to understand that, work from home can be done really well. And really well from the management standpoint too. We've given the checklists and we're doing things to make sure that they stay on task, that, if the TV's in the background and they're watching for a second, that, that can kind of maybe bring them back. But for your specific problem, what I would do is I would talk to the two, assistant managers that you have. Maybe it's work 3 days from home, 2 days in the office, and then flip them vice versa. I think that you do need a presence in the office if you have, half of your staff, whether that's 12, 15 agents, 13 agents that are in-house. They do need a presence. I think they do need a presence. That's my opinion. But I think you can be a little bit more flexible as well with those guys. Maybe give them a little extra time. So again, one week you're working 2 days from home. The other week you're working 3 days from home. I understand that they might not be perfect, right? So that assistant manager might not have those guys as their actual agents. I don't think that matters enough as much. I think even if you have a supervisor who is in the office and most of those agents aren't hers, that presence is enough. And even they can manage, their work from home agents. And then when they're home, right, they can still be working with their in-office agents, but you still have that presence of a manager, somebody who is, there if there's any type of issues, and they can still do motivations and they can still do some things, even if they're not maybe a direct report. And I think you'll probably develop a pretty cool rapport as well between, those two managers and all the agents as well. So that's kind of my opinion on it. I hope that helps. And there's no perfect answer with this stuff. We're kind of all figuring out as we go.